Hi there, Science of Nutrition and Exercise online students. I hope you had a fantastic holiday weekend and you are ready and raring to go to start your second week of the fall 2019 semester. So I am just going to give you another update for this week on what you need to be doing to help keep you on task. Again, if you remember to go to the content button, you're going to want to print off the daily class schedule and the syllabus for sure. And if you open up that weekly class schedule, remember for this past week, for week 1, you should have been reading chapter 1 in your textbook. And then also taking the MindTap assessments. You have a pre and a post learning assessment for MindTap. You have a case study. And then you also have a closer look assignment. Those are all MindTap assessments that need to be taken in MindTap. Now remember, I had told you to register your access code, you need to go to my MindTap Access and Resources module right here under the content button. And right here, I have enter your MindTap access code here. So when you click on that link, you'll be able to enter your code and then it'll get you into what MindTap actually looks like. I know some students have said that, hey, over here in the right-hand corner or the left-hand corner of my screen, it says I have, so many days left in my free trial. For those of you that purchased the just the one semester access code from the bookstore, what MindTap does is they give you a 2-week free trial to Cengage Unlimited. And Cengage Unlimited will give you access to any other course that you might be registered in that utilizes MindTap or Cengage. So it's just giving you that free trial. Don't worry about it. Once the free trial is over, it's just going to go back to your 1 semester access, which just gives you access to this course only and no other MindTap courses. So if you decide, hey, I want to maybe upgrade to the Cengage Unlimited, then you can do that if you choose to do that. But if you're just using Cengage or MindTap for this particular course, and you don't have it in any other courses, then there's no need to upgrade. But don't worry about that little statement that you see in the corner about, how many days you have left in your trial. It's going to continue on even after that because you've already entered your access code. So you're going to be okay. But last week, please note that I did extend the deadlines. Instead of this past Sunday, I extended it till this coming Sunday, September 8th, because I still have some students who need to get registered with MindTap. I noticed I have about 18 registered, so they're still missing maybe about 5 or 6 students that still need to get in there and register their MindTap access code. So you have a little bit of extra time to do that. So once you do that, make sure you're going to my week 1 and week 2 module under the content button, and you're taking all those chapter 1 assessments, okay? Now for chapter 2, or for this second week of class, notice, well actually if I go back to the first week, notice you still need to put your fitness center or gym confirmation that you have a membership. You need to sign the waiver and the release form, and you also need to submit the syllabus acknowledgement statement. Again, you're going to find the folders under the assignments button. So if you go back to your course site and look here under assignments, you'll see folders for each one. So I can see most of the class has already submitted the syllabus acknowledgement statement. I only have a few that have submitted their confirmation that they actually have a membership. And then half of the class has also submitted the waiver and release form. So the waiver and release form, remember, is found under the content button again. And if you go to the syllabus and weekly schedule module, you'll see your waiver and release form. Okay, so just print that off, sign it, date it, scan it, and put that into the Dropbox. Now, for week 2, you need to be reading 2 chapters. So from here on out, we're probably going to be doing about 2 chapters for most weeks, 2 chapters a week. So chapter 3 and chapter 4, these 2 chapters deal with how to read a food label. Very, very important. We need to understand how to read our food labels properly, and we should be doing it all the time because we can get a wealth of information from our food labels. And then also looking at the Choose My Plate and understanding the 5 different food groups and what accounts for a serving in each of those different food groups and how we are doing as far as, are we meeting those recommendations for each of the food groups. So in addition to that, for week 2, you're going to take all of your Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 pre- and post-learning assessments from MindTap, the Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 case studies, and then Chapter 4 only has a closer look activity. So those are also due by September 8th. So if you haven't completed anything from last week, you're going to have to double up and get that stuff finished along with your week 2 assignments. So basically, if you go back to the weeks 1 and 2 module, you need to have every single thing, every link, click on every link and take each assessment. These are all your MindTap assessments that are due by September 8th, 11:59 p.m. So make sure you're submitting each one of those. Now remember, there's no time limit. You can take as long as you need when you take each one of these assessments, so take your time, but you only have one attempt at each assessment. Okay, so make sure you're ready prior to clicking on the link to take that assessment. So for this week, again, make sure you're completing everything under this week 1 and 2 module, and then also make sure that you're submitting in the assignments, under the assignments button, the syllabus acknowledgement statement, the confirmation that you do have a membership to a fitness facility, and your waiver and release of liability form. Okay, so all of that needs to be completed by this Sunday, 11:59 p.m. So if you have further questions or you get stuck on something, reach out. I'm here to help. A lot of students do email me, so I'm very good at responding that way. But if you ever have more of a problem and you want to stop by my office, I do have office hours on Wednesdays from 11 to 12 p.m. and then on Thursdays from 8 a.m. till 11 a.m. So those would be the best times to get in touch with me. If that doesn't work for you and you want to schedule a one-on-one appointment with me, feel free to, and we can just schedule something between the two of us and make it work that way. So I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to working with you for the semester.